What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This week has been an absolute slammer as we've got two deals going on, one in Ohio and one actually here, and we're surveying the boat today. So I figured what better boat to feature on the channel this week than the one we're surveying. So let's take a look. So before the client and the surveyor show up, I'm going to run through, turn on all the lights, get the AC cranking, get the covers off, get the boat ready to go, and that way it gives me a good idea of what's working and what's not working, so I know what to expect during the survey. And then I'll give you all a tour of the boat, and then we'll run it out for the survey, and I will take it from there. Oops. That's not good. Okay, we got everything turned on. I know those overhead lights don't work, but the rest of them work, so it's not a huge deal. Also, that depth finder needs to be remounted onto the dash, which is also not a big deal. Totally able to be over, I don't know. But if you think you know what model we're on already, go ahead and leave a comment down below and see if you get it right when we get to the end of the video. So we are gonna start in the cockpit and then work our way forward down into the cabin eventually. So I'm gonna start here on the starboard side. And as you can see, you got plenty of rod holders here on the gunnel, which is really nice because this is supposed to be a crossover between a nice pleasure cruiser and a serious fishing boat. Like I said, if you at any point you know exactly what model this is, leave a comment down below and I will I'll pin the top comment and see who gets it right first. Leave a timestamp at what point you figured out the boat. This back bench seat back here across the transom is actually removable. It's got two pins on the side, on each side, one here and one over here, and you can actually just unpin them and move this whole thing out. There is storage underneath, and below that is actually a macerated fish box built into the deck, and that right there is a live well. And just behind here on the transom there is another removable seat, so if you wanted to get this whole back bench out of the way and do some serious fishing, you could do that and then just fold that seat up when you're done and ready to fish. You also have freshwater rinse down here, raw water in that corner, and another freshwater over here. Two more rod holders on the port side gunnel, and you have your shore power connections underneath the step up to get up to the bow. A rear face seating into the cockpit prep station with a cutting board, two deep sinks, more prep station up here, another deep sink, as well as a trash compartment. You have more storage on the starboard side right behind the helm. This used to be a mini fridge, however, anybody that's owned a boat knows these things are always the first thing to go. More storage on the port side underneath the helm seat. As you can see, it's nice, deep, plenty of storage. Nice co-pilot chair for your first mate. It does have a nice bolster so you can sit up high and really see out. Taking a look at the captain's chair, has a nice bolster. Like I said, you can sit up high. Nice footrest across the bottom. Anybody looking at this helm automatically will know who makes this boat. And I'm just going to do a quick sweep. All these electronics obviously need to be replaced. They are quite dated. Nice Sea Ray logos, so there's a clue. If you get it here, well, you were a little bit late. Alright, so that just about does it for the outside of the boat. Pretty simple, pretty quick. Let's head down into the cabin, and then after the cabin tour, I will show you one of my absolute favorite features of this boat. And if you're into any kind of mechanical work, you are really going to like this. Since those overhead lights are not working, I'm going to go ahead and leave the cabin door open. As you can see, three quick steps down, you're into the cabin. You do have all your light switches on this side of the boat, as well as a cockpit switch, which actually operates this light out here. Valence lights, which are those. Indirect lights, which is actually underneath there, and the salon lights are supposed to be these overhead lights, however they are not currently working. Anyways, we're going to keep moving back. You do have storage here, panel just below that, more storage all the way across the top. I'm not going to open all of these actually. And then we have a nice couch, sofa. It is electronic. The switch is right over here, and this can actually lay down into another berthing, just like that. Plenty of storage all the way across the bottom below the sofa, as you can see. Pretty deep stuff. Far forward as you can go. We have a nice V-berth, which can be turned into a little dinette. Something very interesting on this boat that not a lot of the boats in this size category have. It's actually a sliding door. So as you can see, you get full, complete privacy in the forward V-berth if you really wanted. Most of the time, this is just a pull curtain, so nice little feature on this boat. Moving back into the galley, there used to be a TV here with a little VHS player. It was one of those gray ones. I know if you were around in the early 2000s, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Having that pretty nice deep sink, as well as a 2-burner stovetop microwave. All of this is just storage with absolutely nothing in it because the owners have taken everything out of this boat. A mini fridge, as well as plenty of drawers. The only other thing I have to show you in the cabin is this head. If you've been around this channel, this is typically where I end my videos, but not today because we're doing a little bit different style today. It is a wet bath, so you can take that faucet and hang it up right here for your showers. Although most marinas have showers that you can take advantage of, so you won't really need to use that if you don't want to. Okay, so I told you I was going to show you something interesting. One of my favorite features on this boat, super unique. You almost won't see it on any other boat, especially any other Sea Ray that I can think of, and that's engine access. All right, so your engine access is actually right here in the deck, in between the helm chairs. You can take a peek down there. And I know you're thinking, what is so cool about this? Well, let me show you. That's right, the whole console lifts up, giving you complete access to both engines. And look at all that room there is to get around down there. All right, so that does it for a boat tour. Leave a comment down below if you have figured out what model. Obviously, it's a Sea Ray. If you figured out what model, leave a comment down below and leave a timestamp when you found out and how you knew what boat it was. I'll be interested to see how many of y'all actually figured it out. I'm gonna go get ready for the survey. I will let you know and give you an update when the survey is over, how it went and what went wrong, where we're at on the deal. I'm gonna roll some B-roll of the outside of the boat to give you a good idea. If you haven't figured it out by now, you will by the end of this B-roll, and if not, I don't know what to tell you. Check the comments, somebody's gonna get it. I know somebody's gonna get it. Of the next week. You probably noticed we did not post a video last week, and it's because it was just so crazy we couldn't fit it in. The survey went okay. We ran into a little bit of engine trouble. We had an exhaust leak on the exhaust manifold, just the gasket blew. Those motors had just been rebuilt, so the mechanic that rebuilt them is coming out here to replace the components, and then we're gonna go back out next week to finish up the survey and see if we can't close the deal. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a comment down below if you like videos like this where we talk about individual deals that we have going on. If you want to see a little bit more of this style or more in depth of the deals that we got working, or if you'd rather just go back to the boat tours, let me know in the comments down below. We're going to keep trying things and seeing what performs, what doesn't perform, what y'all enjoy seeing and what you don't enjoy seeing. With all of that being said, I will see y'all in the next one. Take care, and thanks for being patient and sticking around.